Hello, my love. It's
Nice
lovely
to see you. We must hang out too often.
Yeah, I think so.
Speaking the same.
How have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. So I made this beautiful lamb shanks recipe on the weekend, and I just wanted to bring it in and share it with you.
It looks like a good Sunday favourite.
It's going to be really fun. You just kind of put it all into one pot, put it into the oven and let it do its thing. So this recipe is perfect for a date night at home.
Ah, lovely. That's why there's two pieces.
Exactly. So you're just chilling on the couch, letting the lamb shanks do their thing in the oven.
So you can smell it that whole time with your guests.
Yeah,
I like
exactly. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to quickly salt the shanks on the outside just before it goes into the pan. With the lamb shanks, there's fat in it, so you don't have to add too much oil because as it goes into the pan, it'll start to kind of
Render?
The fat will render out, so you've got like its own juices and its own fat that it cooks in.
So this is kind of just to help it seal.
Yeah.
And then it'll start to relax after.
Yeah, just a little bit there. Perfect. There should be a nice little. There we go.
Ooh,
you can hear the
sizzle.
Perfect. And can I have the salt again?
The salt?
Yeah, so we're just going to do the other side now.
Lovely.
So just a little dusting of that salt. You kind of want it to start browning for about 2 minutes and then you're going to flip it.
So most of the cooking is done in the oven?
Yeah, most of the cooking is done in the oven, but you just kind of want it to seal, kind of get that colour on it.
Nice. Caramelization equals flavour.
Yeah. And because of the shape of the shank, I like to kind of push it and like let it kind of make contact.
Yeah, it's not a relaxed piece of meat. There's a bone in there preventing all of the contact happening.
Exactly.
So it needs a little encouragement.
Let's just see how this is going. That's looking beautiful.
Oh, look at that caramelization.
Yum. So while the other side is doing its thing, I think let's start chopping these vegetables.
Okie dokie.
All right, so what I've got here is some celery, some carrot, a parsnip and some potatoes. So really hearty, really warm vegetables. I'll get these guys going if you want to do them. We're not going to peel the vegetables because I don't think you need to. They're clean, they're beautiful, and like I like that extra fibre.
Lovely. And in terms of size, what am I aiming for here?
So with the parsnip, what I would love you to do is just core it and then just cut it the same size as I would this celery. So we're talking just like nice big chunks.
So no core for Khan.
No core, please. I find it quite stringy, like tough. And the carrot, I'm just gonna cut even bigger. So maybe we'll just give it a half and then cut those halves into thirds. Gorgeous.
So cutting them all around the same size so that they cook about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like they're all going back into the pan exactly as they are, so we can. Doesn't matter if you mix them up or anything like that. I'm just going to quickly check on this guy. So as you can see, there's a little bit left over.
A little bit of, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I'm just going to seal it on that side as well, and then that can come right off.
Perfect.
While we're waiting for that, if you can crush up these guys for me.
I can absolutely do that for you.
So I've got allspice here and cloves.
Allspice and cloves.
Gorgeous. I'm going to love this smell. I think you're going to like it too.
How fine would you like these?
Just like a little bash and then a little roll in the mortar vessel. Yeah, beautiful.
Now, is that enough?
Just a tiny bit more. So you don't.
I don't want to take it too far.
Yeah, you don't. You don't want it to become a powder. You want a little bit of texture still in there. But yeah, perfect, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Can you smell that?
Oh, incredible.
I think this is looking good. I'm going to take this guy off. Can you just pass me that little dish, please? Thank you, my dear.
Give them a little rest.
Yeah, give them a little rest.
I am quite enjoying the aroma of these shanks you've placed in front of me.
Don't you love... Look, I have this theory that if you put onion and garlic into a pan, no matter what you're making, it's going to smell beautiful.
Absolutely. Everyone wants to know what's for dinner as soon as that aroma is wafting through the house.
I'm just going to turn that heat down a little bit, just to make sure that our garlic and our herbs don't burn.
And I love that you're just using one pan, so it's just flavour upon flavour upon flavour.
And it needs less cleaning.
Yeah, less cleaning.
Some crushed garlic. Same time, Oh, that was really dorky, wasn't it?
The perfect amount of cheese. I love it.
The thyme can go in. It's 2 bay leaves can go in. You can use fresh, you can use dried.
Lovely.
That's looking pretty good. We're gonna let that do its thing for about 30 more seconds or so. So the reason that I didn't add the spice in earlier is I don't want those spices to burn either.
Okay.
So they just go in, they're gonna touch the heat really quickly, and then the vegetables go in and everything else goes in. So spices are in, and then the vegetables go in, straight in.
All in.
Give it a quick mix. just to coat them. I just want all of those spices and the aromats to kind of like really have some fun with the vegetables. And then the lamb goes in, and I top it up with a little bit of the wine to deglaze.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it closer so that it's ready for you.
Ready to go, yep. And then about half a litre of stock or so.
Okay.
And then we kind of let it simmer away, do its thing, and once it's kind of at the boiling point, I put the farro in.
What is farro?
So farro is a grain. It's kind of like wheat, but it's not really. But it's really high in protein. Love it.
So that's going to soften and collapse into that stewy, saucy goodness.
Like if you want it to be something that's a little bit softer and more collapsible, maybe use some barley.
Okay.
That could work as well. So we don't need the vegetables to caramelise. We don't need it to really cook down too much. So this is enough time for the shanks to go back in. Beautiful.
Oh, nestle them in their little veggie bed.
They make me so happy.
I'll get rid of that one for you.
My wine's going to go in. And then if you could pass me that stock. Thank you. So we're just going to pop that all in there. Now, you don't have to worry about it fully submerging the lamb shank.
Okay.
Just because we're basically going to cover them with the lid when it goes into the oven.
Fantastic.
So it'll steam, kind of. Yeah. Now, I'm just going to wait for that to come to the boil. Then the farro goes in, cover it, pop it in the oven.
How exciting! Let me open that for you.
Thank you, my dear. All right. So that's just going to go into this oven. The oven's at 160.
Okay.
It's going to sit in there for about an hour and a half, and then we'll remove the lid, leave it in there for a little bit longer to caramelise on the top. So while that's happening, I'll make you a tea and I'll have a glass of wine.
Sounds good. Wow.
Look at that. Look how
That's
cute
incredible.
that is. Now, there's one way to test to see if this is perfect or not, and that's by using a spoon and seeing if I can get the meat to just kind of come off.
Ah.
Yeah.
I thought it was so that we can all taste it with that spoon.
Do you know what? I'm gonna just... And this is gonna be hot though. Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I am.
Get a little... Careful, careful.
So tender. And it really celebrates that gorgeous lamb, but you've got all of the hints of all of the other veggies. I'm really excited. Let's plate up.
Let's plate up. Let's plate up. All right. So, one plate, because it's date night. I want to share with you. I want to sit down together. Let's get really close.
We're on the same page.
Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful these veggies are.
And look how beautiful and plump that farro has.
Gotten, yeah. Oh, heaven.
Bit of everything.
Yeah, so what I usually do is I have a little base of the veggies. And then these guys will then go on top. Now, let's try and do this without it falling completely apart.
It smells so incredible.
With this, if there's a little bit of vegetables left over, you can literally just pack it away, put it in the fridge and just have that because it's so delicious.
Oh, gorgeous.
It's so full of flavour. You know what bread always looks like?
Tell me, Khanh.
A little bunny. Look at the ears. It's like on the side.
And this one's got very open ears, it would seem. Very moldy bread indeed.
So I would literally just a couple of slices.
Lovely.
Just in there, just ready.
Want me to
yeah, that.
tuck him in there?
I would usually serve 2 pieces per person, but obviously you're gluten-free. So that piece of bread is for me.
Excellent.
But basically, that is my lamb shank stew.